Hello, welcome to a bonus episode of Rope Drop Radio. Today we're recording on the Celebrity Edge on its inaugural sailing. You may even hear the ocean going by outside as I sit on our infinite veranda. And I'm joined with today's show with Alex Cenac from MEI Travel, Mouse Fan Travel, one of Michelle's co-workers. Hello, Alex.
Hello, everyone. Thanks for having me on.
Yes, well, you kind of had to. I forced you into it, so you had no choice. So we've been on the ship for, this is be our third night. And Alex, what have you thought so far?
I think this is a interesting concept that Celebrity has introduced. It is much different from the previous Celebrity ships that I've been on, and I think it's a good concept. I think it has some very neat features and some features that hopefully they'll improve upon.
Yeah, like any brand new ship or hoteler, the staff is still trying to figure out what to do with some of the spaces, and that's been pretty obvious. And where to staff more bartenders, I think, has probably been the number one issue. But it has been interesting. So for those of you that don't know, Celebrity is kind of the premium brand for Royal Caribbean. Would you use, is that the right word?
No? It is definitely a step up above the Royal Caribbean brand. It is not their premier brand. That is Azamara, that only has a couple of ships. Celebrity has multiple ships that they're, and then the Edge is the first of its kind. There's going to be 3 more Edge class ships, and then Celebrity is also refurbishing all of their, I think, 10 existing ships.
Cool. All right. See, that's stuff I didn't know. That's why I made you talk today. So, Celebrity, first time I've ever been on Celebrity. I've only done Disney cruises in the past, but Alex, you've done multiple cruises on various cruise lines, correct?
Yeah, obviously done more Disney, but done, a few Royal ships, all of the Oasis class ships. I was on Symphony, the brand new ship, 2 weeks ago. Been on Equinox for Celebrity as well.
All right. Well, let's talk about the activities, because you said it's kind of a different concept. So what's different about the activities and just overall features of this ship?
I don't think it's much different than what you'd find on like a Royal or a Celebrity. I just think they're probably a little bit more sophisticated or more refined. Like instead of having a cooking class like today, they had the molecular gastronomy class.
Yeah.
They had it's different from Disney. They have the casino, and so it is more geared towards I guess consumerism. I guess I would say,
yeah.
But not in a pushy, overt way, but more. It's definitely more high end to a more high end clientele.
Yeah, they're definitely shooting for a different clientele, and it's definitely not Disney. There are no characters to meet. There's barely any kids on this ship. I think we heard there was 10 teenagers total, and probably just 10 kids 10 and under. There are not many. And to be honest, when we got on, we walked around, we checked out the kids' clubs. My kids would have turned around and left. They would have been like, nope, where's the gangway? But we have heard kids say they love it, but I question those children just a little bit.
I just think Celebrity in general is, more for adults. It's more for, maybe honeymooners, maybe empty nesters, maybe adult groups, business groups, things like that, where, we've seen a few business groups that are on here doing some business meetings. Celebrity just offers that something different that I think is a great option for people looking for that kind. I mean, it sails out of Fort Lauderdale, so it's still easy to get to for most of the continental United States. Does alternating 7-night Eastern and Western Caribbean itineraries, very similar to what the Fantasy does. I just think it's just a different. It'd be a different experience, which is also always a positive thing in travel. Looking for different things. It's fun to do Disney. I love Disney. I could spend all my time on Disney ships, but this is a unique opportunity if you're looking for something different.
Yes. Now let's move on to food. Overall, the the food, the main dining, so people that are familiar with Disney, you get your main dining rotation. You rotate from one to another. Here you're assigned like one spot over and over, but you can change that. There's a lot of specialty dining. So Alex, how would you describe the dining experience on this ship?
I think the food from Celebrity is definitely a step up from Royal, probably even a step up from the main dining rooms in Disney. They have Celebrity Select that allows you to pick your own time. You can go to the same dining room every night, or you don't even have to go to a dining room. There's plenty of signature dining where you, for an extra surcharge, Fine Cut is the steakhouse, Raw and Five is kind of the sushi. They have the Cafe Bistro, Grand Bistro, which is more French. Then they have Eden, which is that molecular gastronomy kind of adventurous eating options, all for a different surcharge. So I think the food on Edge and Celebrity in general is superior. It's your entrees and dishes are cooked to order. When we were at Equinox, we were able to go on a galley tour and saw the painstaking detail they put towards each dish. So I've been impressed with the food so far.
Yeah, I really have liked the food too. The only negative mark on the food would be the desserts in the main dining hall. They seem to repeat from one to the other and have like one specialty dessert. But I can live with cheesecake over and over.
Yeah, they're not going to be able to offer something new every night. They are still trying to serve, many thousands of people. But I think A+ overall from the food.
All right, and as far as the buffet goes, I've been pretty impressed with the variety on the buffet. There's a lot that changes from day to day, and a lot more options from Latin to Indian food and various other things on the buffet. What have your thoughts been on the buffet and the other quick service dining?
I like the pod kind of system that Celebrity has for their kind of buffet. That Ocean View Cafe, thought it was pretty efficient. Even I guess the hardest thing to get that we experienced was the omelets for breakfast, but that's anywhere because they're making them from scratch. There was even the big pizza oven in the back that we really enjoyed. The main, the buffet, I could kind of take or leave buffet food, but I found enough. Even the people who we were traveling with found enough that they were pleased with, and that's kind of all you can ask for.
All right, now you kind of mentioned Eden earlier when we're talking about different spaces. It's a kind of a unique space, multi-floors, and there's entertainment there in the evening, and it's a little different than regular Disney cruise line entertainment. So tell us about your experience in Eden with the Edenists.
So Eden, it is toward the aft of the ship, and it's 3 levels. During the day, it is a common area where they have very comfortable couches, all this greenery, fresh plants. Really is a unique area on cruise ships because it feels so live and vibrant. There's games, and then there's even food options where you can order eggs and a coffee shop, and then for lunch there's sandwiches, salads and soups. Everything's kind of really fresh and made to order. Really good options. You can eat outside, and then at night it essentially transforms into a specialty dining with the molecular gastronomy, and then it just essentially becomes performance art where it's a show, I guess, is all I really could put on it. And the performers help bring the entire space to life, and you can watch the show from the deck 4 or even deck 5, where there's some neat little nooks and crannies where they have these interesting places to sit. And it's a show. It's just a show. You have to experience it. If you're definitely going to be on the edge.
Can't describe it really.
And it's a good. You can't describe it because it's a unique offering that really, it's performance art. It's kind of Cirque du Soleil without the trapeze artist. and even crossed with some Broadway productions that really you could see the performers are very talented, but also it is definitely makes you think.
Yeah, that was one of the more interesting areas of the ship. One last thing, just want to touch on that's a real unique feature of this ship is the magic carpet. And it hangs off the side. It can go up and down. It can go all the way down to where you get onto tenders off of the magic carpet, or it's a bar. And what have you thought of the magic carpet? Did you really get a chance to experience it on this short sailing?
We didn't get to experience the magic carpet. There's on 3 nights. We try to do as much as possible, and we never could fit in the magic carpet. During the day, it is on deck 5, which is where it's a part of Raw on 5 there, sushi bar. And then it can be on deck 2 where guests can debark or embark the ship when it's in port, or at night it's kind of a nightclub on deck 14, so it moves along. But unfortunately, we just didn't have an opportunity to experience it. When we tried one time, there was a private function, and so but it looks to be like an interesting space. You're always looking for new spaces on a cruise ship. We kind of always get to be creatures of habit, where we kind of go to the same places. And so to have another space to relax and to get a different vantage point of the ship is always a neat option.
Yeah, it is a pretty neat option. I think once they really figure out how to utilize the square footage there, it'll be a lot better in future sailings. So any last remarks let people know about with Celebrity Cruise Lines and the Edge?
I really liked the pool area. My wife enjoyed the spa. We were aqua class, and so we had access to the thermal spa, which was a great, peaceful area. The pool was big, and it was nice not having, it to be too chaotic. We thought it was pretty peaceful and relaxing. Had enough chairs. The Sunset Bar was probably my favorite place, just because you got that unique view vantage point where we did sail away. Mm-hmm. The Garden Top, we didn't get to experience much. Because they had the football games going on, and so weren't really too interested in the football games, just because we wanted to see more of the ship. The entertainment, Celebrity and Royal Entertainment are not normally my favorite. Then again, the Disney entertainment isn't my favorite either, and so.
So you're hard to entertain? Is that what you just said?
It's not. I'm just hard to please. I wish to be something a little bit more original from Disney, and then from Celebrity or Royal, maybe something just. I think more they try a little bit too hard. Hairspray on Symphony of the Seas was awesome. I really, but over the 3 nights, I thought this was a fun ship, a good experience. And I think anybody with an open mind, especially adults looking to get away,
yep.
Want something relaxing, want something peaceful. If you're looking to go to Vegas, why not look to go on a Celebrity ship? If you're looking to, go to New York City, why not look to go to a Celebrity ship? If you're looking to go to Miami, why not look to go on a Celebrity cruise?
That's right. Your hotel moves with you and takes you to new adventures everywhere you go. Well, thanks for joining us for this bonus episode of Rope Drop Radio at Sea. And for Alex Cenac, I'm Doug McKnight. Have a good night.